This week we're going to go right back to North India and I'm going to show you how to make an authentic Desi style curry. Desi meaning home style, what they would eat in India using fresh ingredients, no mixed powders or curry powders, but everything fresh from the start. I have all the ingredients laid out in their fine measures and here they are. We've got some lovely diced onion here and some fresh finely chopped tomatoes, some bay leaves, a cinnamon stick, 2 fresh green chilies, some cloves, cumin seeds, green cardamom pods, cumin powder, coriander powder, turmeric powder, hot chili powder, smoked paprika, Kashmiri chili powder, garam masala, salt, a squirt of lemon and some fresh coriander. We'll be using 150 ml of vegetable oil. You can use olive oil if you like for health benefits, because we're not going to be using high heat. We're going to be simmering this low and slow. I have here a kilo of bone-in chicken thighs. You can use boneless if you want. It's not for everyone's cup of tea, but you get extra flavour if you leave the bone in, just as they do in India. Drinking a nice half pint of Stella in a glorious sunny day in London. Right, one of the most important things about authentic curry is cooking down your onions, and that's exactly what we're going to do. First, we want to get the oil nice and hot so that when the onions hit the oil, they start with a sizzle. So let's start with the onions, put them all in the pan. I'm going to slowly cook these down for around 15-20 minutes. Remember, with authentic curry, this is going to be the base. We're going to melt the onions so they become part of the sauce. So I'm going to see you in about 20 minutes. Get your onions right. Don't burn them, keep your eye on them, and just cook them nice, low and slow with lots and lots of love. Just like I'm loving having a drink today with you. Cheers. Right, it's come to my attention that many of you are reporting to me that you thought you'd subscribed and you hadn't. Not to worry, you can subscribe now. All the content is free for you and it really helps the channel grow and helps me and invigorates me to come up with new content. Please click the notification bell as well, so as soon as I release a video, you'll be the first to know and you won't get lost in all of YouTube's catalogue of content. Subscribe to the channel and I'll promise that I'll be releasing content every single month. Right, let's get back to the show. Okay, so I've been simmering these onions down for around 20 minutes. Now I just want to know which Indian had the idea to start cooking onions for so long. I mean, someone had a lot of time on their hands. 20 minutes later, we've cooked the onions down and they've gone nice and soft and almost jammy like in the texture. And at this stage, that's all we want to do. Just take your time. So we're going to add the ginger and garlic paste. Got 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. Use fresh if you have it. These are the frozen. Don't use the jars. They will taste like vinegar. And we just want to stir that in for around 1 minute. And then we're going to bring this curry alive. So just fry out the flavours of the ginger and garlic. Only for around a minute, and then we're going to add the tomatoes and we're going to cook those down too, and then we will have our authentic base ready to start infusing all those spices. So in goes the fresh tomatoes, and like with the onions, we want to cook those down for around 8 to 10 minutes so they start to melt into the sauce. So I'll see you in another 10. It's quite marvellous what we've done with these ingredients in such a short space of time. Look at this nice jammy texture we've made with the base. Remember to keep turning, you don't want to catch them on the bottom or burn anything, otherwise it will go bitter and that pretty much is game over where curry is concerned. I want to ask you a question and I want you to leave the answer in the comments. I want you to tell me, not that this one's hot, but what is the hottest curry you ever had in your life? Did you make it? Did friends make it? Did you have it in a restaurant? Right, now we have made our nice masala base. We're going to turn the heat down so the sizzle stops. And I'm going to add in the cinnamon stick and the bay leaves, the cumin seeds, the cloves and the cardamom pods, and all of the powdered spices. And this is where we're going to bloom the spices and release all of their oils into the oils of the curry. Now, the only spice we're leaving out is the garam masala. We're going to use that as a finishing spice, and I'm going to leave the chilies whole because I'm going to fish those out, but they're going in too. Right, so mix those spices. into that jammy onion and tomato base. Now, I know you can't smell this at home, but it smells absolutely delightful. Remember, if you've got any questions at this stage, ask me in the comments. I will be sticking around for an hour after this show launches at 6 p.m. Friday, which is like now. I'll be there waiting so you can ask me questions in the comments. Now we're going to introduce the chicken, and we're going to cover the chicken in all of those spices. Here we go, look at that. So now we have added all of the ingredients. We're going to add some water. Now I've got 400 ml here. I'm just going to add 200 and then I'm going to keep my eye on it. Mix all that in. Now if you're using bone-in thighs, you want to be cooking this for around 35-40 minutes. If you do the boneless thighs, around 20-25 minutes. I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to simmer this down, keeping an eye on it, and I'll see you in around 30 minutes. Can't wait for this. Right, the curry is finished. Come and have a look at this. Look how rich and sumptuous that gravy is. Absolutely beautiful. We just got to add the salt. I'm going to add a teaspoon of methi. And the finishing spice, garam masala. And surprisingly, just a squirt of lemon juice. Just give that a minute to mix all that in. And you've noticed that I've not added any more water, but you judge that for yourself because everybody uses different hobs to cook. I'm going to add in a nice handful of coriander. Stir that in. This is intense. This is rich. I know that this is going to be a curry that you come back to because it's so simple to do. And if you've liked this, you want to hit subscribe and the notifications anyway, because soon I'll be doing quite a few rice dishes to complement your curries. So hit the subscribe button. Right, that is ready. Nice thick sauce, chicken's cooked and off. Let's give this a taste test. I want to point out all the colours, how deep and rich this is as opposed to normal BIR curries, BIR being British Indian restaurant style. So let's cut into this chicken. That is just something else, something different, something special. There's a lot to be said for authentic curry. You've got to make sure you try this. I hope you've enjoyed the show and I'll see you in the next one. Absolutely stunning.